Let's check in on weather now with Nebraska Extension Ag Climatologist and Market Journal Chief Meteorologist Eric Hunt. Eric, things have been pretty mild this week, quite enjoyable. Lots of field work getting done across the countryside, but how are things shaping up as we turn to the week ahead?
Well, thanks, Bryce. We have indeed had a very mild week, almost record-setting in some cases. A bit breezy at times, but it's been a good week to get a lot of field work done. What I'm paying attention to, though, is the storm system that's moving into the central U.S. early next week. Now, last week it looked like this might be moving in late this week, but now it looks like it's more Sunday. But in terms of uncertainty, there's a couple of things that are still a bit in question. One is the strength of this, which would lead to the amounts of precipitation. The timing is still a little up in the air. It looks more like it's going to start more into Sunday early, and you'll be out of here by Monday. The type of precipitation also is maybe a little bit in question, so we might actually see a little bit of snow in western Nebraska if some of the recent European model solutions verify. But again, in terms of the amounts are going to be heaviest to our south. The latest WCPC forecast is a little bit more bullish on precipitation in the southern part of the state. And I would say the runs have been most consistent on south central Nebraska and parts of southeastern Nebraska receiving the most precipitation. But again, any moisture we can get right now will be welcome, as it's been very, very dry for a good portion of the state in the last 3 or 4 weeks. As we move into the later portion next week, good news is it looks like we should have pretty good conditions for travel, certainly Tuesday through Friday. As we move late in the week, though, it looks like we'll have a strong cold front moving through the north-central part of the U.S. That should bring temperatures down, not to anything close to record levels, but certainly a lot colder than we probably have been. So you might want to break out the winter coats as we move into later next week, or certainly the week after Thanksgiving. This is verified by the CPC's 8 to 14-day outlook for the week right after Thanksgiving. So again, a strong probability of below average temperatures for most of the eastern two-thirds of the country, with warmer conditions expected in the western U.S. In terms of the 8 to 14-day outlook, again, looks like we should be fairly dry, but I am possibly kind of watching the storm system moving into the panhandles and move into the latter portions of the end of next week or early the week right after Thanksgiving. This might be in the form of snow in the panhandle, so just maybe pay attention to the forecast as you get to later portion of next week. So in terms of 7-day precipitation total, so this is as of Tuesday morning, again, it's been very dry across the state this month. Just very spotty precipitation across portions of central and southeastern Nebraska in the last week. And the last 30 days, with the exception of parts of northeastern and north central Nebraska, we've been generally below average for precipitation, and we've been well below average across most of the southeastern quadrant of the state. We were running deficits at 1.5 to 2 inches or plus in the last month. Again, we are not close to our wettest time of the year, so a 2-inch deficit in 30 days this time of year is relatively substantial. Some places in southeastern Nebraska have still not seen measurable rainfall since mid to late October. This is being reflected in soil moisture. So again, soil moisture percentiles are the lowest in the southeastern portion of the state and across portions of southwestern Nebraska, where you've been quite dry since late August. Generally, conditions are much better north of Platte. We have seen some very nice recharge from some of the rains that we did get earlier this fall. So we, in general, are in much better shape than we have been in the recent years at this time. Not showing the drought monitor because I'm filming this on Wednesday morning, so the latest drought monitor update won't be out till Thursday morning, but don't expect too much change from last week. Thanks. Back to you, Bryce.